Hello, everybody. How are you today? Just making sure I am up and at 'em, and I see myself, I think. I believe I am live. If you are live, come on in, say hello. That way I know I'm in the right spot. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I think I have 3 people on here. Okay, hey Jason. Hello, how are you, my friend? And I see 3 people, so come on in, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I popped on just a few minutes early, just so we can make sure we are all on the same page. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's not as smoky here in Northern California, where I'm at in the Bay Area, but the air quality seems to be a little bit better. Kind of fall-like weather out today. So, hi Rebecca. And yes. Perfect. Okay. Hey. How are you guys doing today? Hope you are doing well. Okay, you guys, I think we're pretty much at the top of the hour. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, you guys. Welcome for those joining me, and welcome back for those who are returning. If this is your first time watching me, or if you've been invited to my page, my name is Tammy Savello. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area. I blog over at cardsbytlc.com. If you are catching me live, you will see that little red live button in the top left-hand corner of your screen. If you do not see that button, that just means you're catching me on the replay, either here, YouTube, or even my blog. You're ducky today. That's good, Jason. Okay, you guys, we're already on week 4 of my Crafty Wednesdays Facebook Lives. And we are on the 4th and final week of my special birthday month giveaways. Don't worry, you guys. There's going to be other special things going forward, but I just wanted to give it a little extra special this month. For this month and for today, since it's actually my birthday tomorrow. So you don't want to miss this week's giveaway. And be sure to tune in for the whole video to see how you participate and move forward. I'm so excited to share this week's project with you guys. All right, let's be real. I'm excited every week to share every week's projects with you. But today I'm so excited to show you something that I learned from my super talented friend Kirsten Del Rosario. It's a super special, it's a special cut that was made with designer paper. Isn't this fun? Like a double designer lined up to make your own kind of like solid background. It's so much fun. And this paper is actually from the, it's a coordinating designer paper that's from our celebration catalog, and it coordinates with the penguin bundle that I'm going to be using today. Hi Dallas, how are you? Hi Amy, thanks for stopping in. So if you guys are not familiar with Celebration, Celebration is a fun promotional period that Stampin' Up! Does every year to reward you with free goodies when you spend increments of $50 with your online purchases. Now, typically they do this at the beginning of the year for a 3-month period, but this promotion is so popular and amazing that they decided to do it for 2 months, for a 2-month span, twice a year. So this paper is so cute, and it's available until the end of September when you spend $50 in my online store. Now there's other options, and we will go through that. I think we already used the bedazzling already, and there's even more. And then as you also get further in the catalog, it does offer you $100 goodies with a $100 purchase. So this catalog is amazing. If you do not have a catalog, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to get the celebration catalog out to you, as well as the July to December mini catalog. So today we're also going to be using the cute, adorable Penguin Palette, or Penguin Place, not Penguin Palace, Penguin Place. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. This is actually on page 33 out of the July to December mini catalog. This is so cute. It's so versatile. It could be used for birthdays. It could be used for Christmas. It could even be used for kind of like a pick-me-up, especially with this sentiment right here, to the coolest friend ever. But since we're celebrating birthday celebration today, I'm going to be doing this cute birthday card, but I do have a Christmas card that I will show you at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and get started, and let me show you which pieces we're going to be using, which designer series pieces that we're going to be using today. Let's put this right here just so it's kind of in frame so you guys can still see it, and because I need room to show you how to cut this paper with my trimmer. Hi Karen, or is it, oh hi Karen. Carol, is it Carol? So the two pieces that we're going to be using today are these two fun pieces. Now there's so many different cute designs, and I'll show you another design out of on the Christmas one when I'm done. But this is the two pieces that I chose to use today. These pieces are actually cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to be cutting them on the trimmer at the same time so you can get that diagonal cut evenly. Let me go ahead and get my trimmer out. So this Stampin' Up! Trimmer I absolutely love. I'm going to actually have it, this is the correct way to cut, but I'm actually going to flip it around because for this particular this particular cut, this is the best way to do this. And I think I have it in frame. I'm trying to see this where I want it at to where you guys can see. I think I need to pull this up actually. This is about where I need it to be. So what the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my two pieces of designer series paper, and what I'm going to be doing is trimming them at the same time. So this cut is actually cut at 1 1/4 on both sides. I liked this particular distance. I just thought it was a good solid spacing, but you can certainly use it at any point in time. But I actually thought it was the easiest trim because on the Stampin' Up! Trimmer, it actually goes to 1 1/2, just past the blade. And I thought that 1 1/4 would be a good focal point. Oh, Rebecca, I really appreciate you watching during your work hour. She's working late today, guys. Anyhow, so we're going to go ahead and cut this piece. So what I went ahead and did for this particular card is I took both pieces and I lined them up evenly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this top right hand corner and I'm going to turn it right here. You see how this comes to 1 1/2? We're going to be going to 1 1/4. So I thought that that solid piece right there is a good point to look at. So I take that top right hand corner piece, line that up. I'm going to keep my finger there, and then I'm going to come down here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully that didn't pause the video too much there. And okay, I can see in the camera that we are in good frame. Okay, so starting at 1 1/4, then I'm going to take my finger and then I'm going to take my paper and just kind of glide it back down to 1 1/4 right there. And I believe that's where we need to cut at. So good there, good there. Always check twice. Measure twice, cut once. And then we're just going to slowly slice that paper. And voila, there we go. You have this design there, that design there, and then you also have an alternating one, that design there with that design there. Easy peasy, right guys? So cute. I'm literally obsessed with this cut. I'm so glad Kirsten did this on her live on Sunday. I'm actually going to be also in my blog post tomorrow, guys. I'm going to be showing her project as well, or adding a link so you guys can see her Halloween projects. They turned out so adorable. Just checking for comments really quick. You are so welcome, Jason. Thank you for all your help that you do for me. Okay, so now we have the fun pieces. So now we can kind of start assembling this part of the card together. So what I'm going to be doing is I took this Misty Moonlight piece of cardstock and I made it 1/8 of an inch larger. So each piece was 1/8 of an inch larger. So I'll have all the exact sizes and dimensions on my blog post tomorrow, but this was 1/8 of an inch larger, and then my card base was 1/8 of an inch larger as well. So the best thing to use on this particular project, just by lining up any designer paper, because it's 2 separate pieces, I find that the liquid glue works best because it allows that wiggle room. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up on the paper how I want it, just so it's there, so it's easier to eyeball. There and there, so it lines up just perfectly with that matte background. Hi Cheryl, how are you today? So I'm going to go ahead and start with this bottom piece and just add some Tombow liquid glue. Again, this liquid glue is perfect because it allows room for wiggle room before actually gluing down on the cardstock. So we're going to do that, line that up in the corner, place that down, and then we have this piece right here, and let's add some liquid glue to this. This just makes such a fun dimension to your card. See, I almost didn't have that quite lined up, so that allowed me to add that little wiggle room to line that up just right. Okay, easy, right guys? Do you have any questions so far? Thank you for stopping by, Heather. I'm glad you're here. So the card base that I went ahead and cut, this is a thick basic white card base, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2 or folded in half. So I went ahead and pre-did that already ahead of time. So we will just go ahead and add that piece on. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Stampin' Seal, because this will allow, because there's layers, it's just going to allow just that much more securityness of your card. Is that even a word? Securityness? I think I'm making up words now, guys. Let's go ahead and line that up. Does anybody else do this? I have to open up my card to line it up just right, because if I lay it flat, I just can't see that line, and it just, for some reason, I have to open up my card. Does anybody else have to do that? I totally do. Okay, so that is done. Now we're going to go ahead and start building our penguin and our balloon. So we'll put that off to the side, put that up. This penguin bundle is so cute, you guys. There's so many fun sentiments. There's things that you can totally do with this. You could give him a hat, give him antlers that may or may not be on my Christmas card. You can give him a scarf, like a skating penguin down a hill, a balloon, the feet. I absolutely love this. So cute. And it has the coordinating punch, and it builds the penguin. It has the main body, like the inside body, and his little happy feet. So I went ahead and pre-punched his body, and I used the returning favorite from last season. This is the black glitter paper. I absolutely loved this paper. It was so popular for Halloween last year, but I was so excited to make his body glitter. It just made him pop. Of course, you can use basic black cardstock, but that glitter paper just absolutely made him pop. And then I went ahead and pre-cut out his body parts. And then I also pre-cut or pre-punched his little happy feet, and I used Mango Melody for his feet. I just thought that that orange was perfect to make him pop. And I went ahead and pre-mounted my stamps. I got his eyes and his beak. So we're going to go ahead. What I love about the eyes, it perfectly proportions for when you're stamping them. So let's go ahead and get his face going. I'm going to bring in my Tuxedo Memento black ink. Again, a staple, you guys. Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Sharon says, like the way you cut DSP and applied it to the base, it could be cut using any DSP. Absolutely. Any coordinating designer paper. That's what I love about our designer paper, guys. It has a fun pattern on one side and a coordinating color combo or design on the back. It's very versatile. It's very sturdy. I absolutely love our designer paper. It's one of a kind. And so fun to work with, especially with this cut. I'm going to be making so many cards with this cut. I'm so happy I found this cut. It's going to be a new obsession. I have a tendency to, when I find something I like, I do like a lot of them. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I took in the Tuxedo black ink, and let's go ahead and get his eyes on there. Stamp down, stamp up. There we go. There's his eyes. Now for his beak, I am going to actually use Pale Papaya. And you can certainly use pumpkin pie, but I thought Pale Papaya was just a good combination that blended in with his feet just a little bit better. So I am using Pale Papaya today for his little beakers. Let's go ahead and do that. And do his little beak. Voila. There we go. I just thought it was the perfect shade. It was that perfect shade of orange. Not quite so bright. But just the right amount of shade of orange. So for his feet, I'm going to go ahead and use, you can certainly use liquid glue. You can use the Stampin' Seal. But I'm actually just going to bring in my trusty little glue dots and put them on his feet. It's just, although if I need to press down hard enough. There we go. One feet. Two feet. Isn't he cute, you guys? I'm going to keep saying that. Should we turn that into a drinking game? How many times do I say adorable, super, and isn't that cute? There we go. Bam. So now, since the paper is glitter, I'm going to go ahead and suggest that you guys use a more stronger adhesive. The Tombow will certainly work, but I have a tendency, I really would like this to make sure that it sticks. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus for that. And then put him down. He is done. There we go. Fun, fun, fun. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the circle. As I used last week, you guys, I said in the staple, having layering circle dies is given. Oh, add in fun. Okay. You're absolutely right. Oh, yes. Jason, the feet absolutely could be tulips. 100%. 100%. Okay. So I went ahead and pre-cut on basic white cardstock the layering circles. I use layering circles all the time. I use the scallop for the outside of this, the largest scallop, and then the second largest in the solid white to just layer it on there. And then to do my balloon, I went ahead and laid the penguin down just a little bit just so I can kind of see where I wanted to place my balloon. And for the balloon, I'm using fresh freesia. Let's go ahead and put this down and get that out of the way so I don't get my fingers all gooeyed up. Down. Oh, see? Oopsie. Oh well, good thing I have other circles. Let's go ahead and try that again, folks. Okay. I think that one's going to be okay. Yep, perfect. Bam. Okay. Voila. There he is. So in the stamp set, it does have a string. The string is perfectly fine and it's cute and it works for maybe like a longer card. But I thought because this area was so small, I'm just going to go ahead and honestly just take my gel pen and hand draw his little string just so it lines up with his hand perfectly. So I'm going to lay him down like that, and then I'm just going to draw my little string to match up with his hand. There we go. And there you go. He's lined up. So let's go ahead and get him glued down. Okay, bring in my Tombow. My friend Patty is obsessed with penguins, just like I'm obsessed with sloths. So when this penguin set came out, she was hands down excited. And when the paper came out to match, oh, she was having a party. Now we do have a sloth stamp. I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you that stamp set in a later video. So I will never get rid of my sloth. But just like she will never get rid of her penguin. But these penguins are so fun. Haha, I didn't say cute. There we go. All right, what do you think, you guys? Isn't he cute? Huh, see? Cheers. Anyhow, so the piece that I put him on top of was the largest scallop punch, And remember last week, you guys, when I told you that dazzling diamond, or I think it was actually a couple of weeks ago, I used the bedazzling designer paper. And I believe it was last week or maybe the week before that I said that you can actually change the color by spritzing a color onto it. So what I did was I took some alcohol and my re-inker of Misty Moonlight, and I did about probably 10 to 15 drops in my spritzer along with some alcohol, sprayed it, spritzed that bad boy, and you can basically do any color that Stampin' Up! Has a re-inker for. I thought it turned out absolutely perfect. Now, certain colors turn out different consistencies with lightness and darkness because it is a gold shimmer, but the blues, the Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, the darker blues turned out so pretty. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy up. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Stampin' Dimensionals because I always have to pop up at some point on my project. Now you can use Stampin' Dimensionals, you can use the Stampin' Dimensional sheets that we have, whichever you have on hand. I just happen to have this in front of me, so that is what I'm using today. Thank you, Dallas. Okay. There we go. Fun. And then I'm gonna see. When I spritzed it, it kind of got behind there, but that is perfectly fine. Bring in my Stampin' Seal Plus. Bring in my card. We're gonna center that puppy right up. Fun, right? So since I went ahead, and this is a birthday one, I went ahead and pre-stamped on some pre-cut labels that I had the happy birthday sentiment in Misty Moonlight. And I believe this particular label was from the Harvest Meadows bundle, and I just thought that this was the perfect size label. Now you don't have to use die cuts or anything like that. You can certainly just trim around it, cut whatever paper you want, whatever punch you have, whatever other label die that you have. You can just trim it, make a flag, however you want to do with it. But I just went ahead, and since I had these labels already pre-made, I just went ahead and just stamped that right on there. So we are going to put that right down there. Let's add some more. I think I want to pop him up too. I laid him flat in the original, but I think I want to pop him up as well. And maybe I won't. Literally, my Stampin' Dimensionals just walked away. Up, there we go. It's like they just walked away. Thank you, Diana. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this up. That is there. And then of course we have to finish off with some bling. I'm using the in color rhinestones to finish this puppy up. But as you know, I always use my my typical basic rhinestones, but for this one I'm using the in color rhinestones. And I think we'll go ahead and use the purplish ones. think they're called in color jewels is what they're called. I kept wanting to call them rhinestones because they kind of do have the rhinestoney look to them, but they're the in color jewels in the annual catalog. Of course, let's do 3. Okay, I believe we are done with this card. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Show me some hearts and loves if you like it. I love hearts and likes. In fact, if you have a crafty friend that would enjoy this video, feel free to share this video because that may be part of an additional entry for the giveaway. So there is that. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I did do a Christmas one. Are you guys ready to see the Christmas one? Yeah? Look how cute. So I used, again, different designer paper. That designer paper is absolutely amazing. I went ahead and did the antlers. So when I made this card originally, the antlers were going to be a last minute thing. So he's kind of tilted off a little bit. But what I would typically do is line this up just a little bit better and then move the greeting maybe down here. But we could give him antlers, give him a hat, scarf. This is so versatile, you guys. So we have the birthday card. We have the Christmas card. Both will be up on my blog tomorrow. August 26th, which is my birthday, so I just thought it would be fun to do both of these on my blog tomorrow. Okay, so I mentioned at the beginning of the video that this week's giveaway is super special since tomorrow is my birthday. I keep saying that. Hey, do you guys think tomorrow's might be my birthday? Anyhow, I'm excited. Are you ready to hear about this week's giveaway? Okay, so I wanted to make this week's video or this week's giveaway extra special. The one thing that I absolutely love, thank you Dallas, that I absolutely love about Stampin' Up is that there's always something for everybody. So if you have a mini catalog on pages 6 and 7 out of the mini catalog, they've made some all-inclusive kits. All-inclusive kits. Especially if you struggle with creativity or if you're a new stamper, they have everything for everybody. So these kits come with everything: a block, ink, paper, embellishments, and so they make everything easy, and I just thought it would be so much fun to give away one of these kits. So this week I'm giving away one of these amazing kits, but right now they're not quite available, but they will be very, very soon. And as soon as they become available, I will get in touch with the winner. But I'm giving away one of these adorable kits so you can make some holiday special projects yourself. So as soon as they come available, I will be ordering them and get this out to one lucky winner. So to qualify for one of these kits, you will leave a comment here on the live like you did last week with your code word, and for an extra entry, if you want to share this video, feel free to do that. Make sure you do #shared so I know that you shared this video, because after so many shares, it does tell me who shares it, but not always. So if you could just put the #shared, that way that will give you the extra entry. Once you've shared, or once you've done that, also if you would like to be entered as a traditional way, I have the code word #birthday. So there's #birthday for one entry. For an additional entry, share this video and do #shared. I will be doing a drawing for one lucky winner You should have all received your gifts. If you haven't, please let me know and I'll make sure that those... Heather, I believe yours is coming. So that I just received yours, I believe today. So, or I'm receiving it either today or tomorrow. So I'll get yours out as soon as I get your winning from last week, your glittery ribbon. But I want to thank you guys for joining me for the past month, for my birthday month. This has been a blast doing this for the past 4 weeks. I hope you join me next week for some more Halloween fun. I'm going to be doing some more Halloween. I have some cute cat Halloween cards that I'm going to be showing you guys how to make next week. I really appreciate you all for stopping by each week. I hope you join me next week for another Crafting Wednesday. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and the rest of your week. And I will see you next Wednesday, hopefully, at 2 o'clock. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Bye.